Ever dreamed of finding your Prince Charming around the corner or maybe even at a gas station? This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we're joined once again by the fabulous Gina for a bonus episode all about meet cutes and happily ever afters. We'll be ranking our favorite movies where the girl meets her prince. This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by our favorite nostalgia witch, Gina. Welcome back.
Hello.
It's been so long. I think it was Casper, right? Gosh,
Yes.
what season was that?
I know.
Season 2?
I'm getting like all my favorite men. I got Devin. Now I'm getting
Chad Michael Murray.
Chad Michael Murray.
And it's so funny because he had to use the Michael because somebody else had Chad Murray. I can't imagine just that's what his regular name is Chad Murray.
Chad Murray. I'm like, do you think he would get to that level of success with just Chad Murray? I'm going to say no.
Absolutely not.
It's so generic white boy.
Yeah. It's either you have 2 routes with 3 names. Teen idol status or serial killer. There's no in between.
Or maybe both. You never know.
Facts. So true. Oh man. Well, we're glad to have you back. Anything new that's going on in your life? How's everything going?
Everything's great. I started a new job, I think, from the last time I spoke to you guys. So that's been crazy. So my TikTok making has been down, although the algorithm I feel like is just like never working in my favor anymore. It's so bad, right?
It's so different. Yeah,
it really is. It's tough.
It's been really difficult. I don't know what's going on with that. It depends.
I keep like making things and I'm like, this is gonna be the one. I'm like, nobody that even follows me is even seeing this anymore. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I say make the videos that you're passionate about. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
As long as you're not just trying to make them because you're like, oh, I haven't made content.
Yeah.
I think the ones that always actually end up doing well are the ones that I'm like interested in or really passionate about.
Yeah.
So it's been quite difficult, but hey, if you ever make a video, it's not going anywhere, just send it to us and at least you'll get a like from us.
You guys are the best. What can I say? But yeah, so I've thought about like, oh, I really want to start posting stuff to Instagram too. It's just everybody I know follows me on there. So I'd have to like start a new one.
Yeah.
So like I'm ready for that yet, but I know I need to get back into it because I miss just like being creative on there. It was like such a fun thing for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like we talked about this last time, but it's like you get kind of that like serotonin boost off like if you have some videos that do really well that then like you get depressed when they don't, like if you go into a lull. So I just need to start doing it again because I like to do it.
Yeah, I say start that account. Get it going. Don't wait. Like, just make one.
Time's a ticking, time's a wasting.
Well, we definitely changed up a lot of stuff since the last time you came, but we are still playing games. Jackie, tell us about what our game is.
So we have 6 Cinderella inspired movies, and I figured it would be fun if we all put in our input and rank them from best to worst.
This is a hard list.
It really there are a lot of good like girl meets prince stories in our time frame.
Yeah.
So the movies that we have are Ever After: A Cinderella Story, A Walk to Remember, She's All That, Ella Enchanted, The Prince and Me, and A Cinderella Story.
Okay. I really out of all the Cinderella, oh well, Jackie, we have to have the Brandy Cinderella as well.
Ooh, that is very true.
Personally, I love Ella Enchanted so much. I don't think it gets enough love out of the like Cinderella movies that came out during this time.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because they cover a Queen song in there. So that's one. 2, Anne Hathaway's in it. And
I love her.
I love that Vivica Fox is the most chaotic, insane fairy godmother we've ever seen.
I would say like the least memorable one to me is The Prince and Me. I might be off on that completely, but like out of that whole list, I would say The Prince and Me is the least memorable.
I agree with that.
It's so hard. I love all these movies, even The Prince and Me. But Jackie does not like Julia Stiles, correct?
You have beef with Julia?
She's not my favorite. Like she's fine in 10 Things I Hate About You. And I like her as Lumen in Dexter. And that's pretty much it for me.
I know that she was in so many 90s things, but like she just doesn't ever stand out to me, I feel like.
What do you mean? You didn't dig her moves in Save the Last Dance?
Oh my God. But like people thought she killed that back then. Like when you're a kid, you're like, she's killing it.
You know what? That is a really good video that I'm gonna make now with the trend of I remember when I remember, you know, like
You should do that immediately.
When I sat there and thought that bitch was doing something.
Yeah. It's amazing the way you could just like make teenagers and kids believe anything.
We're like, yeah,
you tell us, we believe it.
Right. Okay.
I think Ever After would probably be number one for
I
me.
do love Ever After. I also feel like some of them are so different. Like Ever After is so dramatic compared to like, how do you even compare that to She's All That?
Yeah.
I feel like they're on two different wavelengths. Like Ever After and A Walk to Remember, the two depressos, but
oh man, A Walk to Remember, even at the time, I just thought this is hilarious because it's so over dramatic, but I ate it up still.
That's Nicholas Sparks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We know how I feel
that
about
one
Nicholas
was just
Sparks.
like a lot. And that movie came out the same time, the one with Josh Hartnett
and Lily Sobieski.
Yeah, what's that one called?
Here on Earth.
Here on Earth.
Yes.
I felt like they were very similar.
So
okay,
Danielle, your vote is for Ella Enchanted as number one.
Well, now that we've yes.
How do we feel about that? How do you feel about that, Gina?
My number one could go to number two if we needed to, but my number one is the Brandy Cinderella. That's the one I think I've like watched over
and over again.
Like throughout the years, like I will go back to that and watch it more often.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. I will vote as well for the Brandy Cinderella for number one. Because also it's just so iconic. It was so different. And this is the first time we saw like real blind casting happen. And from my mom and I, we used to watch. So there is a guy on General Hospital. The character's name was Alan Quartermain. And so he was in the other Cinderella musical that they had with
Leslie Ann Warren.
Yes. So I knew all the songs when this one came out pretty much. But then of course there was Whitney. So
I mean, how are we going to put anybody above her?
I don't know. I think Ever After could be number two, Jackie. I don't.
Number two.
Yeah, it was like I think Ever After was the best acting I've ever seen Drew Barrymore do.
Yes.
Where she's not just playing herself.
Mm-hmm. Or like a caricature.
Yeah.
And then do we feel good with Ella Enchanted as 3?
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying that was my favorite.
I just feel bad that Danielle's favorite keeps getting
it's all right. That's why I said it, because I just feel like it's underrated and I was just showing it love. Like,
and it's continuing.
And then
we won't move her again.
She's All That, to me, yes, now the test of time, has it held up? Probably not, but it was iconic at the time. You got Freddie Prinze Jr., you got the Kiss Me song. Jackie, I know that you don't love it, but
I would put a Cinderella story above She's All That, but that's just my personal opinion.
I would as well.
Okay.
All right.
A Cinderella story at 4, She's All That at 5.
And then A Walk to Remember at 6.
I feel confident. I feel comfortable with that.
And then The Prince and Me.
Yeah, sad. I just knew that one was at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, we did it though. Excellent. So we have number 1, 1997 Cinderella with Brandy. Number 2, Ever After, A Cinderella Story. Number 3, Ella Enchanted. Number 4, A Cinderella Story. Number 5, She's All That. Number 6, A Walk to Remember. And number 7, The Prince and Me. Look at us
It's a
go.
strong list. And look how we all agreed on that.
Right? There was no fighting. We
So
Teamwork.
cohesive.
we conceded where we needed to.
Mhm.
No, me calling out that somebody was dead, so they should be number 1. I have used
Although
that.
it still happened that way.
Tragic.
Oh man. Oh, so we have a question for all of us. What 90s or 2000s leading man would you have liked to show up as your secret digital pen pal? Oh man. I mean,
I know mine. I don't know if he qualifies as a leading man though, but mine would be Jesse McCartney. He did do acting, so I feel like it counts, right?
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
100%.
That's my man. I had dreams about that.
Oh man. Harrison Ford.
Of course, you're going to be sophisticated when I just gave Jesse McCartney.
Yes, it's so sophisticated to have an 80-year-old man always constantly on my list.
Every answer to this is any iteration of what leading man. It's
Harrison
always
I
Harrison
mean, he
Ford for
is a
doing it.
handsome man.
Did you see what I posted on Instagram stories for Father's Day?
No.
Oh my God, no.
I posted a picture of Harrison Ford in Air Force One and said, "To the man I'm always gonna call Daddy." And then I put the song from Usher, "Daddy's Home," as the song. So
You should have made that a TikTok. That's incredible.
I'm trying to think.
It's not JTT or Lance?
JTT was when I was younger.
Okay.
And Lance, like I always like people, but I never was like, oh, they whisked me
Obsessed.
away. I'm gonna
Only-
go Ryan Reynolds.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
safe
you've been pretty solid with him for a long time.
Yeah. I feel good about that. Love it. So Gina, since you've been away, we have added our employee picks. So we were Blockbuster employees and we got to do recommendations for customers. And so now
Mhm.
you are an honorary Blockbuster employee and you can recommend 3 movies from 95 to 2005 to recommend to our listeners.
Almost Famous. I think Now and Then was after 1995, right? So I can do that.
Mhm.
Ooh, those are like always my top 2. What should be my third?
Another Devon Sawa movie.
Wong Fu. Literally, these were the 3 movies I had on repeat. So those would be my pick.
It's a very solid list.
A lot of range. Something to suit everyone's needs.
I just love that you asked your grandma to watch the drag queen movie.
Yeah. Every time I would go over there after school, I would be like, I want to watch Wong Fu again. She was like, the drag queens again? Like anything else? I was like, no, pop it on, Granny. Let's go.
Don't act brand new. You know where we are.
You know the deal.
So before we go, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on TikTok?
Okay, you can find me on TikTok at There G Goes, like There She Goes, but G for me.
And if you're already on TikTok, then check us out at No More Late Fees or on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Threads. And stay tuned for a Catwoman episode next week. And if you missed out on our Cinderella story episode with Gina, please go back and take a listen.
And as always, be kind and real.